What is up, my people? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your boy Naseem the Dream. Happy New Music Friday. It is that time of the week where we're going to react to a brand new song. This is not a brand new song per se. This song dropped a couple weeks ago when the movie dropped. I will be reacting to the new music video that happened to drop actually a couple days ago from Boomin Swae and Lil Wayne and Offset. The song is called Annihilate, guys. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I heard the song before I played the album. I already did a short review on my channel. Be sure to check that out after the video if you want my thoughts, my quick thoughts on the album. But you know what? I really wanted to react to this and give a full opinion on this track because it seems like this is like the main theme of the entire film. I'm gonna give you my thoughts on there and let's see what the video has intact. I'm sure it's gonna be amazing. Let's go. Let's go. Damn, they even did some cool shit for the video. What?
I just came to my senses, yo. I stay in another dimension. Fear is non-existent. Suit up and swing through the city.
Damn, dude, they even went all out for the video, my guy. Come on now.
Pull up in a new Ferrari spider web necklace with the diamond. She turned spider woman if a biter. I will not go back and forth with you. I see you got the black widow with you. You should have had a
I think the way the beat is like offset with the way the rappers are rapping on here, especially when you really tell them Lil Wayne's verse. It seems something that would really distract me so much, but like you somehow, if you focus on just one thing or the other, you seem to fall a lot more in sync and get a little bit more comfortable and suited to it. A little small thought in there. Okay, now they're showing actual scenes from the film. Because the other stuff was pretty new. Damn, Swae Lee killed it twice for 2 movies, my guy.
Give me space. I'm in my own universe. Give me space.
I'm focused, I'm chosen, I'm golden, I'm stronger.
Nah, Offset is the one who won on this track. He won.
My vision, persistent. I took the game, it's over. I made a name, it's global. My enemy, it's over.
A Beyonder.
I had to learn to be smart.
Oh, that boy Spot, man. That boy be fucking y'all up, dog.
When it comes to my opponents, I know how to beat them. I know to defeat them. Living my life by the moment. Somebody calling, somebody gon' need me.
Just came to my senses, yo. I stay in another dimension.
You know, I wonder why they didn't come out with this before the movie, but it makes sense now. Groundbreaking animation. And you ended off with Metro. Dope. Alright, guys, so clearly I like the song a lot. I actually really do. I'm not gonna lie, for the first time when hearing it through the film, I didn't assume right away that this would be the actual theme for the song. So I was kind of wondering about that because with the last film, Into the Spider-Verse, it was Sunflower that really took the media and fan base by storm because that song is so good. I feel like it's still played to this day so much. It's probably one of their favorites. I think it's still on Swae Lee's top list and possibly Post Malone's. I have to double check on that. But I was a little surprised that Post Malone didn't make a return on this record. That was a little bit of a shocker. Bringing Swae Lee on here, though, was a good move. I thought he delivered a great hook for Sunflower. And I think on here, it's still really, really good. Now, if you want to put this song toe-to-toe with Sunflower, is it better? I think comparing it is honestly a loss of your own game. I really don't think you should. I think you should really take the song for what it is, especially with the way it blends with the certain scenes into the film. That's one of the things that I think is the best part about the entire record, is how much these songs really blend in, really captivate, and just display the emotion, the affection off of these characters in a certain scene, in a certain moment, in a situation. I think it just was so perfect, so seamless, and just so cohesive. I think Metro really gave us a very interesting beat to really dissect with the way that the synthesizers really culminate lo-fi influences, dark trap influences, and then still bringing modern hip-hop influences like Lil Wayne, Offset, that really do give off some pretty nice verses. I think the chemistry is all there between everybody on here. Like I mentioned, I think certain artists really have more of a spotlight and shine over others. I don't think anyone is really bringing this track down at all in the song. Like I said, I think Swae Lee gives a great hook on here. Lil Wayne was a great introduction to a verse for a rap verse, and then Offset, he just felt like he was just perfectly fitted for this for this beat. And I think Metro Boomin really understood the assignment when making this record. I think he did a great job. I think they were very, very smart for picking him for being the executive producer for this record, because it really sounds like beyond the capability of what Metro Boomin kind of has in his tool set for the studio, because the production is already super, super clean, very vivid, and everything just... I don't find a single issue into the mix. I mean, with his mixes already, he's one of the best producers in hip-hop today, one of the best producers today in general, because of how clean his mixes are, just how like very suited and comfortable he is when placing his 808s, because a lot of people, when they place their 808s and their drums, sometimes they clash a lot, there's clipping, it gets muddy. You hear this a lot with hip-hop tracks. A lot of people kind of show off of how quickly they can make a hip-hop track. He is one of those people, but he's one of those people that I feel like knows so well when something needs to be compressed, when something really requires some EQ, how much reverb, this or that. Just, you know, the certain touches in production when it comes to working in the audio workspace that he is just very, very known about. He's very aware. He knows when something needs to sound natural. He knows when something can sound a little bit synthetic. He just knows when to balance a mix so well, and I think he does a really great job with this song. Me personally, if we're gonna talk about what song that I think should be the theme, I think it's definitely the audience that is gonna really determine what's the theme from here. But if you're gonna ask me, it's Am I Dreaming that is the main kicker for this one. At first, it was Hummingbird with James Blake that really stole my attention during the film, which, by the way, if you guys haven't seen this film, you need to see the film. Especially if you're a comic fan, this film is debatably one of the best, maybe the best comic book film of all time. I would definitely argue one of the best. I honestly don't even think it's a real debate. The best, possibly. I definitely think it's gonna be a tough beat. I really just think that this is like the one and only comic book movie that really feels like a living, breathing comic book film. There's so many comic book films that have been made that just have so much respect behind them because of how much they really follow the source material, just how true when it comes to the costume designs, the character development, the character persona, how much they really just follow into the tradition of the original writings of certain origins of these characters. Because to me, at the very end of the film, after being through all of that madness, Am I Dreaming was just the perfect cool down to really hear while you're in the middle of picking up your jaw on the ground. And like it is that insane of a film. Like there is no other film that I feel like really reached the level of this one. There's so many other films that I really love. Honestly, the love of my heart for this year is still gonna go to Guardians, but this movie I think is just an apex predator. I don't think anything can really touch this. But on top of that, I don't want to get too sidetracked. Just talking about the film and really talking about the music. With my review, I did mention that I felt like the first soundtrack for Into the Spider-Verse kind of is still the successor of this record. I'm starting to, walk back on that statement. I need to think about it a little bit more, maybe put the records 2 and 2 and really understand what I think really works best, because I think these films, even though they're, it's a sequel and they are definitely related to each other, this one just feels so significantly different, including with the soundtrack. It just felt like they were really do something groundbreaking. If we're going to talk about anything groundbreaking, the animation is seriously one of the best, probably the best I've ever seen in my entire life. I am a huge lover of animation. I've been watching animation for practically all my life since I was freaking first walking. And especially I'm really big on animes. I really like watching some of the animation for some of the comic book movies that I think are so good, especially in DC Comics. And then I think what's really surpassing well is some of these new kids movies, or like just certain animation movies from Disney, even from Sony, like especially with their I don't know if this was their last animated film before this, The Mitchells vs. the Machines. I thought the animation was spectacular in that one. Seriously, Sony, you are really doing wonders with your animation. Please continue doing it, because I think you can really suppress and succeed past some of these other LLCs that have really been doing animation and just been dominating in animation since the dawn of time, because you guys are killing it right now. But yeah, Annihilate, it's a fantastic song. I think it definitely really crept up on me. First listen, like I said, I still liked it, but more and more, especially when I'm just really playing this record, I don't necessarily know if it's because of how much I love thinking about this movie, but I really genuinely think that this record is pretty exceptional. And I think without a doubt, if you are a trap fan, like how I mentioned in the review as well, even if you're not into comic movies, if you haven't even seen the film yet or don't care to see it, but you like hip-hop like that, you're into Metro Boomin, you like Don Toliver, you like Offset, you like all those artists that are related on that record, you should definitely play the album, because you're going to find a good amount of songs. I think half of the songs at least you are going to die for. Guys, that is my reaction to the new video from Metro Boomin Swae, Lil Wayne, and Offset, Annihilate, for the wondrous, spectacular movie Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Guys, let me know in the comments what you guys thought of this track. It's much appreciated. And also let me know what is your favorite track on that record. Let me know in the comments down below, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and like to help the channel grow. And I'm going to catch you in the next one. Deuces.
I just came to my senses, yo. I stay in a